I'm over here. So, they say that the best way you know you're having fun is if you're completely crippled the next day. And that's where I am right now. I jacked up my back 8 ways to Sunday last night, getting the body for the off-road Valiant, the Gambler 500 car, up onto the chassis. I'll get to that in a minute. So we did that video the other day, and a lot of you guys were like, don't worry about the Ackerman geometry, just make the chassis fit the body. And if you have to mess with the steering afterwards, go ahead and do it. I'm a novice at this sort of thing, so I said, you know what, okay, let's do that. Let's just shorten the chassis up, and then we'll worry about steering afterwards if we have to. So, and I'm glad we did it, because yesterday morning, here's what's up, bottle rocket, the rear end housing and everything, and the drive shaft loop is all in bottle rocket, that's ready to go, but I still don't have the gears. So I says, all right, I got a whole day to kill here, let me get this Valiant done. So, I cut the chassis, first thing in the morning, I cut the chassis. It was funny too, because I made all of my measurements, I was like trying to be like very precise about it. And as soon as I cut through the first part of the frame rail, the whole thing went doing! It just, so, you know, lesson learned, brace everything up before you cut. So, it doesn't matter. I took my 20-inch section out, rolled it back up to the front, butt welded it together. I'll box it and brace it afterwards, but for right now I just need to get it in one piece. And as soon as I stepped back and I looked at it, I said, oh man, this is like perfect. This looks exactly right. So I said, all right, well, now let's get the body up on the chassis. So I cut the whole floor pan out of the Valiant, and it was starting to get dark and it was starting to drizzle. And I grabbed one of the other guys that works out of the lot, and the two of us grabbed the front of the Valiant body and hoisted it up onto the back of the truck chassis. We got the rockers on the back wheels, and then we rolled the body up over the wheels and then settled it down onto the chassis. And I was rushing because it was like starting to drizzle, and I wanted to get this thing done, I wanted to get this phase done. So I definitely pushed myself too far. Very early on in the process, I felt something in my back go, thunk! And then just like through the rest of the night, it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And then this morning I woke up, like it hurts to lift a cigarette. So at any rate, the chassis is on the body. It's positioned exactly where it's got to be. It's perfect. I'm in love with this thing. So, but that's all the major work we're going to do to it. So, over the next couple of months, we'll, you know, I'll tinker with it here and there. We'll brace it up, make the body mounts permanent. It's sitting exactly where I want it to sit right now. And it doesn't look like there's going to be any major fabrication. Like, the way this thing sits, it'll have pretty much a flat floor, a flat firewall. It's almost like it's designed to be this way. So I'm thrilled with it. And that's it. You know, hopefully I'll be able to like walk again tomorrow or maybe the next day, and we'll get back there and get Bottle Rock together and take that thing out for a while. So that's it. I just wanted to give you guys an update. Tell you, thanks for the suggestions. You were absolutely right. I definitely would not have been happy with this thing if I had to stretch and get weird with the wheelbase and all of that. The way she sits now, it looks like something the factory would have designed. It's like a Jeep, but it's a Valiant, you know. So that's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow.